yeah, you stand over near Donald. I'll grab her.
That's such a good picture.
Yeah, I'm creating something really nice.
What is this? How you guys know one another? Are we all?
My cousin, my best friend.
Oh, wonderful. Great. So is that girls' trip getting away?
Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Let me give you a birthday present.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, Democrat. I'm putting that on right now. I am always pissed. Thank you.
Okay. So what do you do back? What do you do back home?
I am getting my master's in social work.
Oh, wonderful.
Right now. So that school.
Okay, good. And yourself, young lady, what do you do?
I work cardiology.
Oh, tip of the hat to you. And yourself?
I work with at-risk youth at a school for at-risk youth.
Oh, okay. Speaking to a lot of educators now this summer.
Right.
And getting a lot of, I talked to one the other day, so she's thinking of starting a chapter of Teachers for Trump.
Teachers for Trump?
Yeah, she says because most of the educational system is overwhelmingly liberal.
It is.
And that people who are conservative teachers are actually afraid to speak out.
Right.
And they rather stay and see, bad shit happening and not say anything.
Exactly.
Did y'all want a picture?
You all familiar with the hashtag walkaway? Have you heard about that?
No.
Well, that's, because the divide has become so insane.
Right.
Like the left is moving far, far left so much that a lot of people are going, this ain't the liberal I grew up to be.
Right.
This is getting too weird. So they're walking away from the Democratic Party now.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because, I can't understand. I'm trying to understand it. That's why I'm out here.
Right.
I try to talk to people and find out where things are going. Because you can't believe these guys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nobody's listening to the news anymore.
Oh, yeah. It's all public perception.
Yeah, so, how do we get our news now off of that thing?
Yeah,
literally.
Technology.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Alerts get sent here and a whole bunch of everything else.
And I think that's good in one sense, but you also can get caught into your little tunnel vision there too.
Right.
That's why I like being out here doing this, because then you still got to keep the communication skills.
Oh yeah.
Because it's all about this, right?
Our enemies that would seek to keep us down. Absolutely.
Divide and conquer. That's how they've been doing all this time.
Literally.
Well, God bless you guys for being wide awake and aware of all. Here's a get out of jail free card for the too. So.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm about to grab here.
I said fucking thing. I took it on your phone and now.
Wait, one more time. Wait.
I didn't take it on.
Now you have some animus against our president?
He's racist.
How's he a racist?
He's a bigot. He is a racist.
No, I'm asking you to give me an example of how he's a racist.
I feel like this country was built off of immigration.
I didn't ask how you feel. I asked you to give me an example of how he's racist.
I feel like him building this wall and not letting the country, this free country, full of immigrants, it just pushes
Wait. Do you understand, as a person and a teacher, the difference between illegal and legal immigrants?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
So the difference to keep building a wall is to keep illegal immigrants out.
That's true.
Okay, so how's that racist?
Technically, it's not.
So again, then bring me up an example of how he's racist. Because he was never called a racist before he ran for president. He was never called a racist when he put a homeless black woman up in Trump Tower for 2 years for free. He was never called a racist then. He was never called a racist when he sued Palm Springs to allow blacks and Jews to join the community there and won that. And he was never a racist when he got the Jesse Jackson Award for hiring more minorities into his organ companies than any other corporate man. He was never called a racist then. He was only called a racist when these guys started calling him one out of thin air.
You're educating us.
Right, exactly. I didn't know that.
Thank you for that.
Right.
We're going off of the media.
Exactly.
And we just got more education
From you.
So
What we need
for that, you just schooled us. You schooled the teacher, essentially.
Well, thank you. That's why we need this communication.
Yeah, of course.
This is why we need this.
Yeah, me either. You want to take a picture?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
I would ask you to look at, listen to a woman named Candace Owens.
Candace Owens.
I highly recommend. She's a young black lady who, and just went, wait a second. These are not my values anymore. Mm-hmm. And she stepped back and looked and goes, I'm stepping off the plantation. Because she realized that these people are trying to keep us on the plantation. They don't want to stray. And so I highly recommend. Then look what Keenan West, is that his name?
Kanye West.
Kanye West came out and said, think for yourselves.
Right. Literally.
I mean, don't listen to
I love him as a person because I feel like he's saying what people are thinking and not saying. I don't know. I wasn't upset at the comment that he made because I've said it before.
Well, thank you.
So.
You see, this is what I run into out here all the time, is when people step back and start thinking and talking like this, they start thinking for themselves. It's not the sound bites that they're talking about that you might get into when you're speaking to people in your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, so you step outside of that, you start seeing things in a different light, and then that's where we find common ground.
Right.
And that's when we can go, hey, look, even though we have differences of opinion on certain things, we can still get along.
Right.
I mean, that's what this country was built on.
Right.
You know? So God bless you. Who didn't get a get out of jail free card? Did you get one? Here you go. Go check out my YouTube channel. You guys will be on it. And you'll see some of the other conversations I got out here.
Awesome.
I think you'll enjoy them.
Thank you.
Thank you.